Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, we're here again. We're trying our luck with the digital camera this time around. Honestly, I can't even tell you how it's gonna look, how it's making itself appear, and all of that. I honestly couldn't tell you one single bit because I've never really done that before, so that's why I'm saying that it's a test. But you know, nonetheless, we're here. We're just trying that out, seeing how the HD really does have a different effect than the standard one. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize if my head is cut off or whatever. Hopefully we can grin and bear it and deal with it. Anyways, I'm trying out Breadsticks by Sbarro, and you may be saying to yourself, Review Bro, what's the matter with you, man? You have all these things that you can review, and you review friggin' Breadsticks from Sbarro. Explain to me. Well, I was thinking about trying Taco Bell, but I just didn't want to pollute my system with it anymore. I honestly didn't. So I'm kind of just reviewing an evergreen item, as I call it. Just an item that's good for like a rainy day where you don't want to do anything else. And thus comes Sbarro. So here's a breadstick. It's a stick of bread with the seasonings on it, and I've got some garlic sauce too. So I'm just gonna bite in and just try it for you and let you know how it is. Can be broken into little sections like this if you can kind of see it. Those things can be loud, ladies and gentlemen. So here's what we can really taste from this breadstick, at least. Number one, it is very freshly cooked, very freshly baked. You could definitely taste that it is very soft, very chewy to bite into, and they did pop it into the oven, but even before being heated up, you can tell that this is pretty freshly baked just by the softness and the chewiness of the bread itself. Now, if you're excluding the top here, I mean, the rest of it is kind of bland. Bite into it. No real spices, no garlic, you know, none of that. So the majority of the flavor of this breadstick is located on the top, right here. And you can see probably all the little herbs and spices and whatnot. When you bite into that part of it, it really gives you the flavor that is in these breadsticks, which is mostly a garlicky type of flavor. Right. You get a garlicky, a little bit of an herbal flavor. I think there's some probably oregano on it, a little bit of garlic. I don't think there's any crushed red pepper flakes, but you get a little bit of a garlic, herbal flavor. A little salty too, but you know, nothing too special about it. For an extremely cheap 69 cents extra, you can get this. And just some more garlic sauce, so you can dip that in. Makes it a little more garlicky, I guess. But, you know, that's completely optional. So really, the breadsticks themselves are a more simplistic nature, right? You just bite into them, they're soft, they're chewy, keep in mind that they are chewy, and really they don't have too much flavor. The flavor, again, lies in the top. So if you're not, I mean, I don't know why, if you just kind of ate it from the bottom up, yes, someone has to. If you did that, you know, then you really would only notice the flavor at the top. But, you know, you get a little bit of a garlicky flavor of each bite, a little bit of a saltiness, but everything is on the top of the breadsticks, and a little bit of oil that they put down on it, too. But the rest of it is just, you know, just standard bread. Again, at least a little softer, freshly baked, so I have to credit them with that. But overall, again, it's just a very simple meal. not even, I mean, to me it's a meal. To most people watching, I imagine it'd be more of a snack, but it's a meal to me at least. So, again, just very simple, you know, freshly baked at least, which is good. It's good. I'm glad it wasn't sitting out for 2 days or anything. Soft, chewy, you know, but not the most flavorful thing. The bread itself can be a little bit bland, and all the flavors is condensed to the top of the breadstick, which is, you know, kind of what a breadstick is, really. So just keep that in mind. And the flavorful part where everything is, just expect a little bit of a garlicky flavor, a little bit of herbal flavor in there too, and a little bit of a saltiness too. So price-wise, believe it or not, each breadstick is $1.40, and you know, even then, at Sbarro, it's still kind of highway robbery. I mean, $1.40 for just a breadstick, you know? I'd say it should be more along the lines of maybe 50 cents a breadstick, but I'm not in charge of the place, so who am I to make the prices? But, you know, I think that they're just a little bit overpriced, especially $1.40 for, you know, a breadstick that isn't even, you know, it's okay, but just average. And I think that's just a tad, just a tad bit expensive. You know, just trying to steal your money again. You know, it's Sbarro for you. But, you know, that's what we got for you. So out of 10, what are we going to rate this? Well, average breadstick. I'm glad it was fresh, but the thing I didn't like, really, was that it was just a little bit bland, you know. They could have at least probably put some oil on it or something to give it at least a little bit of a, you know, at least kind of something to it at least, but, you know, that's the one thing. And just, it's a little bit overpriced, too. So out of 10, I'm just going to be giving this a 7.1 out of 10. And just because, you know, it's edible, it's okay, it's a standard breadstick, something, you know, yeah, I want my overpriced pizza, well, let me get an overpriced breadstick or two to tag along with it. It's that kind of thing, not, oh yeah, I gotta get to Sbarro to get those breadsticks, man. You know, it's none of that, not that type of quality or none of that. So that's why I'm giving it the rating that it's got. Just, you know, average, maybe slightly below average, but, especially the price is what brought it down to that 7.1. Otherwise, it probably would have been a 7.5, but just a little bit too expensive. That brought it down to that price, rating. And that's what we got. So today reviewed Sbarro's standard breadsticks, garlic breadsticks with garlic sauce too. I apologize if I rushed this, but the camera has a tendency of shutting off without provocation. So I'm just trying to make sure I get this all on film before it shuts off on me and I lose everything. Thank you very much for watching. This is Report of the Week, and this is Running on Empty Food Review. Thank you so much for watching again, and take care.